So what's going on, everybody? Here we are in Euro Truck Simulator 2. I've actually done 2 missions. I did the tutorial, and then I did 1 mission on my own. I used the keyboard to try it out. And right now I am actually using the controller. I haven't gotten as far as using my steering wheel yet. Not sure if I plan on doing that. We'll see. What I can tell you, I'm going to talk about the game a bit. I know it's been out for a year. It's like a year old. It came out in 2012. And I got to be honest, it came out January 2012, right? No, January 2013. I'm sorry. It came out January 2013. Wow. I'm totally off by a year. But I had neglected to get it. I actually, in the beginning, I laughed about it. I'm like, haha, truck simulator. Who wants to play truck simulator, you know, blah, blah, blah. And that was when I wasn't into simulators at the moment. At the time, I kind of was driven off of it from some other experiences. But yeah, so Steam, Christmas sale. I've picked up a couple things. This is one of those games that I picked up. Sure, it's literally a year old. But you know what? I've looked at it over and over. I thought about it during the Steam summer sale, and I was like, no. Yeah, no. Maybe, I don't know. I said, what the hell? I'm going to pick it up. So I went ahead and I picked it up now that it was on sale. And we're going to do some gameplays in it. And what we're going to do with these is I'm going to kind of talk to you, because some of them obviously can be boring. It is a simulator. It's not for me to relay exactly what I'm feeling when I'm doing this versus what you're watching may not be the same thing. So I'm going to try to tell you everything here as I go through it and whatnot. Hopefully you guys enjoy them. Some of these videos may last pretty long because some of the routes are pretty damn long. So but let me talk a bit about it and about the game, even if you haven't heard about it. And if you have heard about it, I'm just going to point over some highlights and some of the stuff that is on Steam about the game, and then we'll talk a bit more. So please do stick around. We're doing some driving. That's all we're going to say. We're going to do some driving. And with driving leaves lots of time for comments and talking. So anyway, so basically, Euro Truck Simulator 2, so you're going to travel across Europe as a trucker, of course. Impressive distances. We've got dozens of cities to explore from the UK, from Belgium to Germany to Italy, Netherlands, Poland, and more. Skill and speed are pushed to their limits. If you've got what it takes to be an elite trucking force. I mean, come on, I'm a guy, and I would say guys and kids. I mean, my boys already want to play this. I mean, who doesn't want to at some point be a trucker and pretend that they're a trucker, right? I mean, it's one of those things. I mean, it's just one of those things. You want to do it. You want to try it. You want to do it, but in real life reality, it doesn't work for me. I can't, you know. But why not here in the game and see how I think it is and how good of a simulator it really is. The reviews, this is interesting because 2 reviews that I have from PC Gamer when it first came out was unexpectedly engrossing. Okay, and then the other one from Gaming Nexus was with a stellar gameplay and presentation. It's a new standard that was set in the simulation genre. And I gotta say, I'm only mission 3 here technically, okay? And I am very much engrossed in it when I play it. It is very engaging. There is a lot to it, though. So, you know, you're looking at the video and you're like, oh yeah, it's cool. You know, it's kind of boring. But let's talk about this. Okay, so you got the truck. Obviously, you're in the truck. In this case, I don't own my truck yet. I don't own a trucking company. I have a trucking company site, which you get after you finish your tutorial. They give you a site, but then they tell you, hey, you don't own any trucks, you don't have any money, you got to go work for somebody else, you got to pull odd jobs here and there, right, to get enough money to be able to buy your first truck, to be able to start your own business. So essentially, you're looking at, you start this, you do routes across Europe, I actually set my station, what will be my base of operations in London. But you're doing this, you're running cargo around 60 different cities, okay, in the hopes of eventually building your own fleet of trucks, buying your own garages, hiring drivers, and managing your own company for maximum profit. So you're basically from the bottom up, right? So now you're just a trucker. And as time goes on, you do your routes, you get better with the driving, you do everything you're supposed to. Then you move on to buying your own place, which I've got a garage. Okay, from buying the garage, then you start buying your fleet of trucks. Your fleet of trucks, you start hiring drivers to drive your trucks for you. You start making more. So you're essentially taking simulation driving. You're taking, like, I guess you could say, management, a simulation management, or something like a Sim City where you're growing your own business and you having to run it. And that just adds so much dynamic to the game. So that's why I've looked at it over and over, and I was like, you know what, it's time to buy it. I want to do it. You know, I'm not a huge strategy player, but this type of game is a simulation, and there's just so much stuff to it. You still have to really think about it. Like, this is something that I want to do. So, you know, here it is. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it. That you stick with me through some of it. It's much appreciated. You know, once we get a garage, and I start having some of my own trucks, I'm able to customize vehicles with lights, bars, horns, and all that good stuff. I actually picked up the, laugh about it, but I did pick up the Halloween paint job pack and the ice cold paint jobs pack as well, because I actually bought the gold bundle pack, and since everything was like 75% off when I bought it, I'm like, what the hell, I'll just buy it all. I also bought the Going East DLC with this, so that is going to add an extra, they say, 20 hours of driving to explore, and 13 new cities, including Warsaw, Krakow, Ostrava, Budapest, Kasice, and more. If I said any of that wrong, I totally apologize. But yeah, I mean, I just figured, hey, you know what, I think I ended up picking this up for $10, $11 total. So how can I go wrong with that? From what it originally was. So yeah. Anyway, so you know, you're looking at you got so much to explore, you got so much to do. Choosing your routes, you got day cycle, night cycle, you got to stop for gas. You got to watch your speed limits. You get tickets. I've already gotten a ton of tickets the first mission I did because I wasn't watching my speed limit. I was using the keyboard and I was trying to keep track of everything. You've got to obviously keep track of where you're at on the road. You're looking at your GPS, when you got to turn, when you got to brake. You got multiple mirrors that you're constantly looking at, so you're staying in the lane. May have to raise the volume a bit more on the game. I lowered it a little bit too much. But, you know, you got your AI, which some of them are just really stupid when you've already pulled out into the lane and you're getting ready to cross the road and everything. And in an instance where you would actually have the right of way because you're already moving, they come right up and still hit you, which was just kind of weird. I've had a couple that I've squished on that first run right into the railing. But that also gives you what they call damage points, so that takes away from the money. So everything you do wrong takes away from the end money that you're going to end up getting in the run. You know, I've got to master backing up the truck, which I am terrible at, but I figure that I will get better at it as I do it as time moves on. Graphics are nice. I could play it very smoothly in 1080 if I wanted to, but because of hard drive space, I'm doing it in 720 for everybody, so that way I can give you a better quality video and not take up as much space on my hard drive when I'm recording it all. You know, I'm hitting the road as a trucker. So much to think about. Like I said, you know, you're constantly looking at your mirrors. You got 3 mirrors there. You're looking at all of them. You're trying to stay in the lane, trying to check your speed, checking your GPS, making sure you're not screwing something up. You know, I've already met the day-night cycle. That's been pretty cool. You're getting onto the ferry. That one's different as well. I the first run I did, I actually drove right past the port, which was stupid, and then I caused a big accident. And whoa, whoops! I just cut a car off because I wasn't paying attention. Yeah. Anyway, so you know, there's just a lot to it, and then we're gonna pull into the service station here. Oop, a little bit of lag there. That's weird. We're gonna pull into the service station here, get in line behind that truck, and fill up with gas, so that way we have enough gas for the road. You know, when you're a for hire, the trucking company that hired you is paying all your expenses and stuff, so that's one thing you don't have to worry about. When you move into managing your own company, you'll be managing all that as far as fuel costs, as far as ferry costs, all that stuff has to be managed and thought about. So there's a lot to the game. It's not just the, hey, I'm driving a truck, it's all cool, right? Alright, so I'm shutting it off, filling up with gas, just reading what my menu's telling me to do here. Zoom out in a minute and maybe grab a screenshot or two, just because I want to grab some screenshots. But yeah, I mean, this is where we're at. Graphics are nice, right? The gameplay is good. I mean, you know that you're driving the truck. You know you have a trailer when you're loaded with a trailer versus when you're not loaded with a trailer. How the vehicle responds. Let me finish filling up here. Alright. And then we'll get back on the road. So you do definitely get the feeling that you're driving a truck. I mean, it's not fast, of course. Like I said, you got all your mirrors. You know you're pulling a weighted load. You can feel it when you're taking off. The driving itself does feel pretty realistic. I'm sure if I used my steering wheel, it'd be even more realistic because you can take it from a whoa shit. You can take it from like a basic where they do everything for you type of thing, and all you're doing is your standard like steering and gas, to you doing everything 100% on your own, clutching and gearing and all that good stuff. And I've got a little mix in between myself right now because I am using the controller until I get all my settings right and decide which I feel like using. Yes, you can use the keyboard. It does work. There's a couple different angles. You're inside the cab, you're behind the cab, or there's a top-down view as well, which actually does come in pretty handy on backing up sometimes. Like I said, I'm still working on backing up, so bear with me on that one. It's changing cities, okay? Another big thing that I've seen, obviously changing cities, and I don't know how you guys in Europe do this. It makes no sense to me. I mean, here in the U.S., we all drive on the right side of the road, and that's it. Over here, you're on the left side of the road. You get on the ferry, you come off the ferry, and now you're driving on the right side of the road, and it's just insane which city is left and which city is right, and how you can remember that. So, credit to you guys for that type of driving out there, if I got any of you guys out there watching. Because that's just insane. How you know which side of the road you're supposed to be traveling on. I'm going to screw this turn up bad. Sure enough, I am. I just hit the railing with the back end of the truck there. Alright, I'm going to try to get around it. I got to move out a little bit more. So, I mean, this is what I'm talking about, where I wasn't paying attention to my mirror on the left, and I came in the turn and cut it too early, and that was it, you know. And there's a lot of challenges to this, and I think this is going to be a very entertaining game. Like I said, some of these missions are going to be pretty long, so hopefully you do stick around for a little bit of the episodes. You know, if you ever have any comments or anything, you know, like I say in all my other videos, do leave comments below. I'll gladly answer them for you. Questions, if you're not subscribed and you want to subscribe, do subscribe to me. It's much appreciated. Tons of gameplay coming out in 2014 that we're going to be working on. Myself, the clan, with community members, with my Night Owls members. And some new stuff that I'm still not ready to talk about yet. Do keep in mind, though, you guys are always welcome to join my forums. They are free. There is a link for donations if you're ever interested in donating, and all donations go back to the community, pay for everything that, as far as Ventrilo, as far as services for you guys, so that way the forums do remain free, but no obligation, just a request from time to time. I've taken some of that money in the past, and when I've had passed the budget for the community and paid all the main stuff, and used it for buying games and codes and stuff for people. So sometimes that does occur. I do have a lineup of games as codes right now from myself and a couple of members to give out, which we will be doing soon enough. Definitely once we've surpassed, or I've surpassed 1,000 subs here, and things are rolling, I'm going to do a nice big one. But yeah, I mean, you're welcome to join us there. You're welcome to follow me on Twitter. You're welcome to find us on Facebook. You can find me on Google+. I don't use Google+ too much. I'm forced to use it. I don't 100% understand it yet. But I haven't understand it in 3 years I've been doing this, and I've had the account. So, but it's there. You can find me there as well. You can find me in lots of different games, of course, as you can tell from the channel, and we're bringing out tons of stuff. Just driving around the back roads here. Ooh. Try not to hit the guy in front of me. I don't have enough room to pass him. Close to driving off the road there. But yeah, there's a lot in this game that you have to think about at all times. So it's pretty tiring actually when you're thinking, when you're going through thinking about everything. It's feels probably more like you're actually driving a real truck in that terms. Obviously, driving, you know, there's tons of stuff in real life when you're driving. Just a few million other things that seem to be here. Whoops, let me stay on the right hand lane then. Driving a truck that you have to try to remember constantly looking at those mirrors to make sure your load doesn't hit the railings or doesn't, you know, go over to the next lane and hit the guy next to you. Am I speeding? Am I not speeding? And to have enough space to slow down, and am I slowing down too much like that? And yeah. Just a lot to it. It's fun. It's definitely fun. I mean, I'm hoping you guys can see that from this, or at least get the feeling that if you were driving it, you could see that it's actually a lot to it. It's actually not that bad. It's pretty good for simulate. In terms of simulations, it's definitely good. It's different, obviously, driving a truck, but it's definitely good. I do enjoy it already. Only a couple missions in, I can see that I'll be doing this one for a while. Not exactly sure where I gotta go in here. I'm looking at my GPS and it just kind of stops me here. Just sit here for a second. Alright, so, you know, take a look at that water. There's the ferry. I think I gotta go over there. I gotta go over like a bay or hangar, whatever you want to call it, over. So we're going to back up and then go over there. I'm hoping you guys can get the feeling that it's actually pretty fun and that there is a lot to it. And it's not just your basic simulations. Like, you know, there's not really much going on. There is more there than you think, like I said. And the night cycle, the day-night cycle is crazy, putting your lights on and seeing in the dark. Hit the rain cycle so far. I've seen a little bit of rain one day, and that was interesting. I've lowered the rain amount of time that'll happen, because I'm still new at this. So we get the ferry, of course. Yeah, getting on the ferry. Pull up to our designated spot and then stop, and then it'll take us across the way. Park, and we choose the location where we need to go, and in this case it's just going to load us through on the loading screen, and now we're in Callias, I guess it is. Yeah, then we move on from there over to where we need to go. Hopefully I don't screw up my GPS, which is kind of not always the most accurate, but then again, what GPS is always the most accurate in real life, right? So I'm definitely hoping to get a look at a whole number of different trucks. There's a bank system in here. Obviously there's the truck dealers that you can go to and buy your vehicles. The bank system will allow you to take out a loan. Look, see, here we go. Now we're on the right hand. Oh, sorry. We're on the right hand side of the road, and I thought we were going to be on the left hand side of the road. Now I just need to get myself in here. Oh, that guy could have stopped. No. Hopefully this audio syncs up right. So now we got to drive on the right hand side of the road. Not hit that guy, not hit the railing. Watch the lights. Stay within speed. We're going through. So much to do. So much to do. There goes my phone. So we're making a right around the circle here. Whoops, up on the curb, not a good thing. Watch my load. It doesn't tilt, okay. Red light, so I'll stop where I can actually see it. I'm definitely doing better with the my controller than I was with the keyboard, I can tell you that. Still got some keyboard functions that you have to do on the keyboard no matter what, so I think I gotta make this next turn into this factory here from the looks of it. Oh, no, I went... shit. I was supposed to make that turn over there before this factory. And now I'm in the factory, and I'm not supposed to be in this factory, so we're going to get ourselves back out of the factory and then loop around to the other area. where we're supposed to be. So now I gotta watch I don't hit the structure anyway while I'm turning around. It's got a nice leather wrap steering wheel. Anyway, alright, so we'll just move the controller here so we can see left. Find left. Start pushing out. And turning. Slowly. Oh, I didn't see that guy. Good thing he decided to stop though, huh? Now I gotta make sure I make this turn without hitting the rail. So close. Stop where I can see the light. A little bus goes by. And we'll move forward, and then we will turn. And this is coming up on the part where I suck really, really, really bad. And that would be the getting into the factory and then backing up. And if you guys have stuck with me long enough, I think I will leave that on here until I get so frustrated that I can't do it, and then I'll hit the enter button to quick pass it. But at least it'll give you guys a little laugh, I think, at my epic fails, because I just don't know what I'm doing yet. Inside of a game. In real life I could do it fine. I've pulled trailers a number of times, but it's definitely different on a big rig. Alright, here comes the fun. Here comes the fun. Or the fail. Whichever way you want to look at it. I suck. I suck. What I should probably do is like as I believe I should do a best of or worst of fails on backing up. I'm sure it would get some great likes and some interesting comments from people that actually are better at this than I am. Whoa. So again, I do hope you stuck around. If you did and you enjoyed it, please do hit the like button. Please do leave any comments that you may have. Subscribe if you are not subscribed and you do like the content on the channel. It is much appreciated, as I said. Lots of new things coming. We getting the clan active in a couple different games that we've kind of stopped on. Try to get those up and running again in the new year. Try to get everybody on those again. But most active right now, obviously, in Warframe. This is where but okay, so try this a little bit longer here, and then we'll just hit the enter button and give up. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I've been saying, plenty more to come. I'm sure I will make some more, and we'll see how it goes. I screwed that up again, yet again. Yet again. So, stay tuned for tons more stuff, guys. Let me know what you think about this game. I think it's a good game. It's worth buying it, even especially at the discounted price. Just the sense of how much there is to the game involved long term as far as managing your own company and everything. So something I'm very interested in. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna give up. I can't do it. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. And we'll see you later. Thanks again, guys, for watching.
Bye.